Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, so we're about 7.5 weeks out to my show. Or maybe 6.5, I don't know, it's right around that. Anyway, I should know, but oh well. I am training chest. We're gonna hit about 4 to 5 exercises, between 3 to 5 working sets. It's just gonna go with the flow, so that's it. Rep range, I'm gonna aim for about 12, maybe 15 on some stuff, maybe 20, 25, it just depends on how I'm feeling today. That's the kind of rhythm that I'm feeling right this second. I'm gonna listen to my body, I'm gonna go with the flow, so let's do this. All right, for my first exercise, I'm gonna do bench press in the cement machine, or also known as cement machine bench press. And when I do this, I'm gonna line the bar up about like right over my nipples, and I'm gonna actually, it's gonna be about right here. I'm gonna stop about 2 inches off. I'm just gonna press about this much. I'm not gonna lock out. Lockout brings too much tricep, and then a lot of people overextend with the shoulders. So I'm gonna keep my shoulder blades back, so it's here, 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 here. So it's gonna look like I'm barely moving it. So a lot of people are gonna say, oh, what's with the 3-inch movement, Nick? It's like, I gotta go full range of motion. But the reality is, you don't have to go that much range of motion. I'm gonna put a lot of pressure, and I'm gonna be able to control it even with like 3.5 blades on and whatnot. So it's really a lot of weight with the short movement, and it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the chest muscle. So let me give you a demo of what it is gonna look like. Shoulder blades back. I'm not gonna have a wide grip like this. This is a power movement. A lot of people do power movements, and that's like really small movement. But that's another story. So I'm just gonna do this rough to the smooth. I'm gonna put my fingers right here, elbows out. I'm gonna arch my back some. And stop out right there. Press it. That's it. Inhale going down, exhale going up. So I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna go my first set and stuff like that, and then I'll tell you, I'll recap my last exercise and stuff like that. But this isn't gonna look like a very big range of motion movement, give you FYI. So those people that complain and criticize me, that's okay. But I'm not here to you guys give me pointers and stuff like that. I know it's a short range movement. This is my training, my blueprint, my rules. End of story. Warm up step number 1, now. Warm up number 1. Alright, warm up number 1. I'll do about 3 sets, and then for my first working set, I'll show you guys, and the last working set, I'll show you guys. Set number 1, 245s and 25. We're gonna start out light, and then move up with weight. My 5th working set. In the process, I'm feeling something about right there. I don't want to go too heavy. I can go heavier, but I'm not gonna risk it. So I just put 245s and 225s, just been repping it. This is good, I don't push too much. Not today. Not in this exercise. I don't push all the other stuff, just not this movement. So I've done 3 warm-up sets, and this is 5 working sets, so 8 sets total here. As you can see, I'm in total control. It's not about the weight, it's about the movement. For my second exercise, I'm doing an incline Smith machine bench press. So it's almost the same thing as I just did, but this is elevated up by 6 to 8 inches. When you see this, you'll see the back side's up. So this is my upper body, this is my lower body. This is gonna work on the flat part, where the bench is flat, when it's incline. Just move it up a little bit, it doesn't have to be much, but it's gonna shift the emphasis. Instead of flat, it's gonna be upper chest. So the same movement, but it's just incline. I adjust to the safety harness, so if I get stuck going too heavy, I'll stop. So I'm gonna do about 3 to 5 sets. So this set number 1, I'll know how many sets I'm gonna do as I'm doing this. This is my 4th working set, and I got 245s and 225s on there. So, I can go heavier, but my chest, something's with that right now. Getting my back in place, that's what I'm doing with that wiggle. For my third exercise, I'm going to do a decline press with a machine. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen one of these equipment or something similar. If not, you'll see something like it. But everybody uses it for triceps. And it does. When you put your hands here, when it's neutral, you press it down, keep the elbows in, it's for your tricep. A lot of people don't realize what these handles are for. These rotate out or in, but I always rotate them out like this, and you actually put your hands on top of it, and as long as you keep your elbows out, you're going to be pressing down in the decline. That's going to work like a decline press in the lower part of your chest versus grabbing like this in tricep. Tricep, decline press. So I got it on 360. So elbows out, and I'm going to press straight down. This is on whatever, 360. Now it's going to work on my lower chest. Alright, I was pushing more reps, but I like to fill to that. I'm going to probably do maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know how many sets. I'm digging the fill, so I'm just going to go by how I feel. Building a muscle, it's time under tension. It's not about a certain weight that you got to lift. Like, I'm not going to get bigger lifting 500 pounds. It's about tension on the muscle fiber, and the secret really is your nutrition, your supplementation, and healing the muscle. And that's going to get you bigger. So I'm being efficient, I'm tearing down the body here and doing all the prep work at home and behind the scenes to take my body to the next level. The way you got to think about training is training like a blind man. You don't know how much weight you're going, but you're training by feel. It's almost like a Jedi. For me, a wheelchair Jedi. So, with that being said, that was the first working set. And I'll let you guys know what I'm going to be doing, how many sets at the end. This is my 5th working set, and it's on 400 pounds. Been repping it up about 20, 25. next set, I'm gonna do a pec deck. So the elbows up, I'm gonna squeeze it together, come down. Breathe out, breathe in. So I'm gonna do about 3 to 4 working sets, maybe 5, but we'll figure it out as we go. My shoulder blades back, my chest up, suck in the stomach, do it. This is my 5th set, so full stack, and I'm just ripping it out. Alright, so as you can see, you know, some people say, oh, you gotta go heavy all the time, but you just saw that I really didn't go super heavy. I want more reps. But there'll be other days when I do go heavier with less reps. And it's like, well, how do you know what to do, when to do, and how much to do? And it's really like over time you understand what works for you, but at the same time there's a principle and there's certain things that you gotta do. And there's the basics. Once you get the fundamentals down, and then you can put your own twist and spin, because it's not about writing down on a piece of paper that you got to meet this required sets, reps on this specific day. And at times people hold themselves accountable, and that's great. If it motivates you to write it down so you can stay on a plan, but I've been doing this stuff for like over 20 years. So it's the same stuff day in and day out. And if I can't get the hang of it by then, you know, I shouldn't be doing this. But if you write this stuff down, at times you may even get discouraged, because if you're feeling sick that day and you're coming in and you feel like you got to bench press 325 because last week you bench pressed 315, maybe that day you're not feeling it and you're benching 285. So in your head you're like, oh my God, I'm so weak. But then next week you bounce back and you push up 330 and it's with ease. So your body's really, it really just depends on your diet, your supplementation, how much rest. There's a lot of variables. So when you have it on a piece of paper, there's a lot of room for error. So if it motivates you, stick with it. As long as you keep coming in here, because this stuff is about a lifestyle, not about a one-time deal. It's about going the distance. It's about, you know, the story of the rabbit, the hare, and the turtle. You know, you gotta be the rabbit, because you only remember winners, you never remember losers. So you don't want to be a loser, but whoever goes the distance, that's the key when it comes to this stuff. But only the winner actually gets remembered. Mental note.
The Wheelchair Athletics Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit that provides and supports disabled athletes. Please support our cause. Volunteer, donate funds, mail items for the eBay store.